The Kalayaan Filipino Heroines of World War II children's book is available now, and kids love it even if they can't pronounce it.
I don't know how to say it.
I can't really pronounce it.
In the book, kids meet these unsung heroines and learn about their contributions to helping the Philippines gain its freedom again. Hi, my name is Kat. I am the author of Kalayaan, Filipino Heroines of World War II. My mom is from Bicol and my dad is from Pampanga in the Philippines. And I'm so excited to read to you today. So before I start, I want to just share with you Cassiel. She is the illustrator of the book. Her name is Cassiel Santos Carlan. So a heroine is a female hero. In the Philippines, they're called guerrilleras. They carried messages, helped take care of injured soldiers, learned how to fight, and did whatever they could to help their country win the war. They showed us that even young women can make a difference in the world. And one more thing that I wanted to point out was kapwa. It's at the end of every story. In Filipino culture, kapwa is believing that we are all connected. Everyone's feelings and experiences are just as important as our own. So we should always be kind. So the first story I'm going to read to you today is Maria Orosa. She's a chemist and innovator. My name is Maria Orosa. I was born in
Taal, Batangas, with a heart that loved to empower my people. I invented the recipe for banana ketchup, a popular Filipino sauce made from bananas, sugar, vinegar, and spices. I also started a club called Head, Heart, Hands, and Health, or 4-H clubs, to help Filipino families grow their own food and be healthy. I taught women to be strong and independent by teaching them how to farm, preserve food, and cook meals. I even made a special pot called the palayok oven. This clay oven can be used over an open fire to help people in small villages cook without electricity. During the war, I became a captain in the marking guerrillas and became a war hero for inventing soyalak, a nutritious soybean drink, and darak, a vitamin-rich cookie, to feed soldiers and our people who were held captive.
Innovative means coming up with new and creative ideas. Sometimes people say to think outside the box, when they say they want you to think of new and different ideas. I am innovative when coming up with ways to help others, and just like me, you can be innovative too. Do not be afraid to be creative, different, and think outside the box. Be
Proud of your special ideas. Kapwa, we are all one.
This next woman is Josefa Llanes Escoda. She's the founder of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines. My name is Josefa Llanes Escoda.
I was born in Dingras in the province of Ilocos Norte. Education was important to me, so I worked hard and graduated top of my class. I received a scholarship to get a master's degree at Columbia University in the United States. While studying at Columbia University, I spoke at many events and wore a special dress called a Filipiniana to show off my Philippine culture. I also learned how to be a Girl Scout leader. And when I came back to the Philippines, I found the Girl Scouts of the Philippines to teach other women how to be leaders too. During the war, my husband and I gave out medicine, food, and clothing to help those in need. We also opened a coffee shop to collect information about the enemy and shared it with our people to help them fight. I am on the 1,000 Philippine peso, and every year on September 20, the Girl Scouts celebrate my birthday to honor my memory.
Compassion. Compassion is understanding and feeling motivated to help someone who is having a hard time.
Out of all the things I did in my life, it was my compassion for others that left a legacy I am proud of. So when you see someone having a hard time, I hope you remember my story and know that you can have compassion too. You too can be kind and make the world a better place. Kapwa, we are all one.
This next story is about Nieves Fernandez. She's a teacher who became a commander. My name is Nieves Fernandez.
I used to be a teacher and store owner in Tacloban, Leyte. Life was peaceful until the war took everything away from me, but I did not give up. I did things my own way and used a special knife called a bolo knife to keep my students and people safe. I would sneak off into the jungle barefoot and dressed in black to battle our enemy. I was respected and led my own group to protect our home. I was so good at my craft that a reward of 10,000 pesos was offered to anyone who could catch me, but they never could.
Leader. A leader is someone who motivates and inspires people to take action.
Kapwa, we are all one.
This next story is about Valeria Ye Penilio, aka Colonel Ye. She was a journalist, a news reporter, and a spy. My name is Ye Penilio. I was born in Denver, Colorado. When I became a teenager, I knew I wanted to become a writer, so my mom bought me my first typewriter and inspired me to move to the Philippines. This is where I became a journalist, radio host, and photographer. During the war, I used my broadcasting skills to send secret messages to help our people. When the enemy found out, I had to hide in the mountains. This is where I met my husband, Marcos Agustin, who was also known as Marking, the leader of the Marking Guerrillas. I became second in command of the Marking Guerrillas because of the smart decisions I made for our group, spreading our mission and training new members. When the war ended, I was awarded the United States Medal of Freedom for my services, and I wrote a book about my experience in the war called The Crucible, an autobiography by Ye, Filipino-American guerrilla. Resourceful. Resourceful means that you are good at using what you have to fix a problem. Kapwa, we are all one. This next story is about Juaneria Constantino Keller, also known as Carmen Rosales. She was an actress turned sharpshooter. My name is Juaneria Constantino Keller, better known by my stage name Carmen Rosales. My stage name was taken from my hometown of Rosales, Pangasinan.
At 22, I started my first leading role and became the highest paid movie star in the 1940s. When my husband was killed during the war, I joined a guerrilla movement called Hakbo Laban sa Hapon and became a sharpshooter. I'd wear fake mustaches to disguise myself in battle. When the war was over, I was in a movie called Guerrilla based on what happened to me during the war. It showed that Filipinas are strong and resilient.
Pioneer. Being a pioneer means to be the first at doing something.
I'm a pioneer by being the first actress and sharpshooter to fight in the war and show the world on film that Filipinas are strong. Don't be afraid to be the first one to do something. Follow your heart, and just like me, you can be a pioneer too. Kapwa, we are all one.
This next story is about Josefina Guerrero. She was a leprosy advocate and a spy. My name is Josefina Guerrero. I was born in Lucban, Quezon.
I was a Peace Corps volunteer teaching music and art. I felt sick one day, so I visited the doctor's office. They told me I had leprosy, a long-term infection that damages the nerves, skin, and eyes. People looked down on you if you had leprosy. So people were afraid to be around me, but I stayed strong and resilient. During the war, I became a spy and a messenger. The enemy would search everyone, but because I was sick, they were afraid to search me and let me go. I delivered important messages in my hair and in between my socks. The enemy would control the news, so it was important for the messengers like me to protect and deliver the right updates to our people. After the war, I was the first foreigner to be treated at the Carville National Leprosarium, and I was eventually cured of leprosy. I was also awarded the Medal of Freedom for my contributions in the war.
Resilient. Resilient means to recover quickly after something difficult happens.
No matter what came my way, I chose to be resilient and never gave up. If you ever feel like giving up or need strength to keep going, remember my story. You can be resilient too. Kapwa, we are all one.
This next story is about Remedios Gomez Paraiso, also known as Commander WWII. She was a beauty queen turned commander. My name is Remedios Gomez Paraiso, also known as Commander WWII. I grew up on a farm in Mexico, Pampanga.
I spent my childhood riding horses and watching the farmers who worked on our land. When I got older, I helped my family by selling rice and sewing dresses. I also liked to take care of the way I looked because it made me happy. People called me the local beauty queen. During the war, my father was also the mayor of our town, fought against anyone who tried to take our land. One day, he was arrested and killed in the war. This inspired me to join the guerrilla movement called the Hukbalahap Rebellion, where I eventually became a commander. They gave me the nickname Liwayway, which means dawn. I was a feminine warrior who wore dresses, makeup, and bright red lipstick when leading my troops into battle. When someone asked me about the way I looked, I told them, I am also fighting for the right to be myself.
Fierce means to be strong and stand up for yourself.
Do not be afraid to stand up for yourself and be who you truly are, even if people don't understand. I fought for the right to be myself. Remember that when you are trying to fit in. Always be true to yourself. Kapwa, we are all one.
This story is about Magdalena Leones. She was a Filipino intelligence officer and a spy. My name is Magdalena Leones. I was born
in the mountains of Lubuwagan in the province of Kalinga. I was a teacher while studying to become a nun, which is a woman who works for God. During the war, I saw how badly they treated our people, so I decided to join the guerrilla movement. I became a secret agent and earned the title Corporal for the lives I saved. I collected important information, delivered medical supplies, and radio parts to make sure our people could communicate with each other. I am the first and only Asian woman to receive a United States Silver Star Medal for what I did in the war. Fearless. Fearless means to be bold and strong in the face of danger. No matter how scared I was, I remained fearless because helping my people gain their freedom was more important. When fighting for what is right, remember my story and know that you can be fearless too. Kapwa, we are all one.
This last story is about Simeona Ponsalan Tapam, also known as Lola Memeng, and Commander Guerrero.
I was raised on a small farm in San Simon, Pampanga. Before the war, I worked as an organizer for the National Assembly of Farmers in the Philippines. When I found out local women were being kidnapped, I joined the Hukbalahap Rebellion to fight back. After serving as the captain of my group, I was promoted to major. Luis Taruk, the Hukbalahap leader, described me as a big-bodied woman with a man's strength, who liked wearing men's clothing and was good at handling a gun and commanding on the firing line. In 2014, I was given a special award by the provincial government of Pampanga. It was called the Most Outstanding Kapampangan Awards. I was recognized for my service that helped bring freedom to the Philippines. A leader is someone who helps people work together to achieve a goal. When I saw what was happening to the women in my town, I used my leadership skills to become a major and help the Philippines gain its freedom again. I hope my story inspires the leader in you. You too can help people work together to achieve a goal and make the world a better place. Kapwa, we are all one.
The last hero in this book is you. So grab a piece of paper, draw a picture of yourself, and write the words I am, and fill it with a word that makes you happy. I had such a great time reading for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed the book and that the woman inspired you.